Hi everyone, it's Anahata. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. I really wanted to share a powerful code with you all today, the assisting frequencies. Many of you know that I'm the channel of the Anahata codes, and it's really just an organic quantum library of all the energy and information we have available to us, expressed through things. So the plant behind me has its own assisting frequency, as does you and me and everything living, breathing. Also concepts. Hey Kiki, how are ya? I am delivering a code today that came through on one of the code quests. So some of you are in my code quest journey, which is 22 journeys. Some of you aren't, and it doesn't matter if you are or aren't. I just want to let you know, in case this information is intriguing, you can go to thecodequests.com, and specifically this code is found and delivered within Code Quest 6. Again, there are 22. And this hour journey is just $10 in replay if it intrigues you. But I'm just giving you one of the 20 potential codes that were delivered. And you magnetize it through a shamanistic journey. You go into a journey and you are fed opportunities to decipher codes. And so I wanted to share this code with you all today because I think it really is something that is going to assist. Hey Awa, hi Kiki, the boys say hi Awa. Hey boys, how are you? I love you brothers, Buckley. Hi Monica, thanks for joining. So there were codes delivered in an optimization chamber, which was an egg, and it was a crystal. And we went in there, and the journey is called The Womb Within. So this is about reconnecting to the you beyond your conditioned mind, beyond your persona, beyond your identity, and just really ending the mental looping that goes on with us. We think 70,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of them are the same, which lead to the same emotional responses, which lead to the same magnetism of the things that we experience in our life as normal. And this isn't right or wrong, good or bad, it just is. And when you can begin to understand how this dynamic plays out in your life and you become more conscious, you can enter a mindful space. Hey Christian, how are you? Glad you're here. We are talking an optimization chamber that occurred earlier today. I was on a quest with people and I had them enter a cave, and we went into our own little cocoon, if you will, ending the mental looping and personas and isness of what we're experiencing, so that we can detach from what's called our monkey mind and just give it a break, right? Just really anchor in the now moment without thinking, because when you think in your ego mind or your state of being, it's always going to reference something in the past that has occurred, and that's going to ultimately stir up doubt, fear, pain, indecision, regret, whatever else is pulling you in that direction. Likewise, if you're always wondering, where is the thing that I need, that I desire, that isn't here, you're also splitting your energy. And so today, we really just went inside the cocoon and we ended that mental looping, that monkey mind. There's Buddhists that call it the monkey mind. And we allowed a code to arise between 0 and 9. Mine was 3. But some people chose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And depending on what they chose, there is a code quest key, and it tells you about what you chose and you can install it. Hey Stephanie, how are you, honey bun? I'm just doing a Facebook Live on this really intriguing code that came up today. And so guys, without further ado, the code that I wanted to share with you all, especially in these times, is called the Wise Woman Feminine Archetype. Now, before we install it, which is very simple to do, I just want to read this description for you. I will put the link to the where I found it online, just as a source reference for you. It was on a specific website. This description is going to be what you're able to unlock and activate based on the assisting frequency I'm going to deliver to you. And what I want you to do when I read this to you is just understand how this assisting frequency is going to give you what you need right now to optimize your mind, body, and soul. It's like you're going into that womb and you're recalibrating. You're reconfiguring. Hey, Kim, how are you? You're so welcome. Hey, Dee Dee, nice to see you, brother. Okay, guys, so we're going to read about this code, and specifically as well, it ties into a lot of the heartpreneurs. Okay, these are the people who know that they came here to give back, that they've been through either experiences, or they have a lot of wisdom, or they're just way showers and curious about how things work, and they're always diving in deeper. Or perhaps they've been through a struggle, a time in their life that was really challenging, or they could still be in it. And they want to now light the way for others, right? Light workers, consciousness exposers. And as we shift in this world, which we are, in case you're not alone. Right now, we're going through a collective shadow integration, okay? If you haven't heard of this yet, I'm not going to get too psychological on you, but you can look into it. It's basic psychology, and people who are responding to the trauma and drama, the perception of fear being had around us, it's very natural, because the last thing you want to do is believe that everything you believed is false. That is incredibly unsettling to your ego mind. You feel like you've got to attack. You've got to get in survival mode. You have to push it away, deny it, disown it, close your eyes, lips, ears. No, can't be. Don't want to hear that. Don't want to see that. And then you can even start fighting hard for the very things that have been holding you back. And it's okay. It's a natural response. I'm not saying all of these things coming out are absolute truth, because to me, the opposite of one truth is not false. It's another truth. Polarity is everywhere. And so we need to reintegrate and recalibrate and ask one simple question, and that is this sustainable? It's either fear-based or love-based. If it's fear-based and it's contracting your energy and it's making you more suggestible and living in fear, you're not expanding. And that really hurts your soul, because you are an expansive being. And so these structures in our world are being integrated. It's evolution or extinction. And it's happening no matter what, because we're elevating into a higher state of being. So as this happens, people's defense mechanisms are flaring up, and they're not wanting to see what is plainly before them, not because they don't get it or they're not intelligent, but because they've got a lot of programming that is being undone. And to undo that means your identity also comes to the forefront as being malleable. We cling fast to what we know, what we've been taught, what we've known as truth and normal. And anything that challenges that, we are literally going to fight for our normalcy and deny and disown anything else. That's shadow work. That's called sending things to shadow. So this reintegration, this recalibration, it's happening for all of us collectively at once, as we ascend into higher planes and dimensions of unconditional love. And the lower, denser structures cannot sustain, because they don't make sense in terms of growth and expansion. And so they're being edited out, these timeline potentials that have existed and that we've focused on and that we've been conditioned to continue on and on and on and on, are being broken down. And it's really exciting to see if you can come from a place of unconditional love, joy, and acceptance. You may not be joyful. Let's just say love, allowance, and being, and non-judgment. We can really start to forgive, forget, and plan for the best and just move into a new future in an understanding way that simply says that wasn't working. Let's do this instead. And so because of technology, we are connected to everyone and everything, and we're getting bombarded daily. The statistics are staggering with the amount of information and energy that's being projected at us daily. You don't have a big bandwidth of newness. It either has to resonate with you quickly, so you pay attention to it, or you move on. That's just the way we're wired. Hey Heather, how are you? She was just in my quest. I'm going to install the code that I pulled from the journey, which was the 0 inside the egg post-calibration. Most people won't understand, but you will. The wise woman feminine archetype. Because I think when I read the description, I was like, oh my gosh, so many people need this. So many people need this right now. So that's the context of what it is. And I'm gonna read it now. I've been speaking for an hour, so I'm a little scratchy. But we're gonna do this. The description of the wise woman and what you will be able to activate through this resonance remembrance when we install the code here in a second is it will elicit visions. Hey Kim. Oh, you have to catch the replay. No worries. That's why it's there. We did miss you though. All right. So the wise woman elicits visions of the shaman. One who not only accesses the spiritual realms, but brings practical technology to those in her household. I'm going to touch on this as we go. Guys, technology is here. A quote that I read earlier is from Joe Dispenza, said something like, in a day and age of information, ignorance is a choice. And it truly is. At this point, everything's available to us in a way that we've never had it before. And if we are not leveraging the tools that we've been given to expand and grow, sorry about that, I just lost you guys, hopefully this will be okay, then we are choosing not to use it. And that's sort of, it's a choice. Ignorance is a choice. And so the wise woman elicits visions of the shaman, one who will access spiritual realms, but also practical technology. This code will let you do that. She mines her fathomless intuitive wisdom and miraculously produces solutions and applications that forward advancement and resolution of opposites, challenges, and desperate circumstances. The wise woman has been an essential archetype for the survival of her clan, community, family, and human species. I am begging you, rise up. Take a look within. What do you have that the world needs? It needs you now, not when you're ready, not when you're done with some certification or program. Hey, Virginia, how are you? We need solutions and applications now, and we have technology to birth them. So please, if this is resonating with you, if you install the code and you're feeling called to move forward, to deliver answers, right? Even through asking the questions, that's the other part of it. You don't have to have the answers. Teaching doesn't mean there's a dogma and this is the way and the only way. The best teachers pose questions for internal response and examination, right? So we need leaders that are posing questions that lead people to their own inner truth, okay? However that takes place, especially in the face of opposition, challenges, and desperate circumstance, okay? So then we have here, the wise woman brings an aspect of right action or dharma. And guys, this is not about right, wrong, good, bad, up, down. It's about cohesion and unification and advancement, or disruption, erratic, non-efficient use of energy and information. That's all it comes down to. She, the wise woman, is the expression of service and higher self. And she observes, tracks, scans, monitors data from all sources within and without, and then channels that wisdom, leading to right action. And again, it's not right and wrong action. It just means progressive action, okay? Hey Kevin, how are you? We are talking about the Wise Woman Divine Feminine Archetype. We're going to install the code. It's going to bring a lot of support in understanding the solutions to the obstacles, challenges, and circumstances we find ourselves in. And then the ability to express that and do so unapologetically and in a loving and nurturing way. But this is one of the most important parts of it, okay? When you are in your full Wise Woman archetype, and hey Lynn, how are you? Lynn Ann. We were talking Wise Woman archetype. When you step into the fullness of this archetype, and you can be a male or a female, we aren't talking about gender here, we're talking about the personification of this archetype. And everyone has divine masculine and feminine energy within each of us. So yes, this is for men as well. So the Wise Woman archetype in her fullness feels like this. And I would love you to try this on right now for the sake of what would this do if you could embody this during this pandemic? What could this do for you and those that come into contact with your information? How can this solve and leverage the energies of the new vibration that we're going into? Not solve, leverage, okay? Listen to this, this is beautiful. And if everyone could do this, and really when you install the code, you can project it out and it will go to those who need it as well. I highly recommend doing that. And then just witness the transformation within people's responses to you and the way you respond and convey information to people, because this is so lovely. Ready? The Wise Woman in her fullness feels like she quietly and deftly orchestrates and imparts wise counsel and intuitive direction that shifts the receiver into new possibilities and pathways that reflect right action for their life path. Again, it's not right, wrong, it's expansive, love-based, or fear-based, retractive, okay? She unobtrusively supports the wisdom of others. Support people's wisdom, not seeking acclaim or notice for her contribution. Guys, we reach out and we share information for that sharing of information, not for some acclaim or to be recognized for some contribution. That will totally transform the energy of your message. She is thoughtful and reflective and rests in her felt connection with spirit and grounded connection with Earth, Gaia, the source of her wisdom and intuition. I'm so happy that it's Earth, Gaia, that is the source of wisdom and intuition. As you know, I channeled the codes, and the codes are all organic. And the wisdom of everything we have accessible that is expressed through the things around the earth are so potent. Herbs, trees, flowers, water, all the elements, the sacred shapes, the animals. Right now there's a big bumblebee on this beautiful fire bush that I have outside my window. So, I mean, that's a message there. How can you become more in tune with what is being said to you through your magnetism? Nothing is an accident. You come across, if you could see the webbing, the field, and the electromagnetic energy field that you carry, and that torus that pulls in information as you expand out in response and vice versa, you truly would understand how connected we are, and I know many of you do. Take the time throughout your day to set about as it were an adventure. And everything you come into contact with, savor that meaning and flavor and essence the way it is, in allowance and without judgment. And take and receive those notes, those love notes of vibration coming to you. I'm not talking about all butterflies and rainbows. I'm talking about everything that comes to you, because you can respond to it in a way that either empowers you to strive forward and move forward productively, or disempowers you into a fear-based, contracted state of lack of growth. And it's a choice. No one can ever make that choice for you. So this wise woman, she quietly orchestrates and imparts her wisdom and counsel for doing so, for the love of doing so, not for the response. And so it doesn't feel like she's right? It just feels like she's sharing. And she's thoughtful and reflective, and she's respectful, and she's grounded in her connection with Gaia, and she's connected to her higher aspects of herself. The wise woman's importance of contribution comes to the fore during crisis and intense need. You're being asked to step up. Everyone is being asked to step up. To love thy neighbor as thyself, to light the way for others who are feeling lost, uncertain, confused. So many people are going through so much. There's a collective dark night of the soul happening. For those of you who are awake, you've all been through it. We've all been through it. It's just like happening on a massive scale right now. People's realities are crashing down and their minds are being blown. They don't want all of this to happen because it means a total restructuring of everything they've ever known. But you guys, it's needed. We've got to transform out of that. And so all of this is about unlearning what we've learned and being open to newness. And the wise woman will deliver this through uniquely formed conduit that embodies wisdom, and the right action becomes clear. And I say right because, again, it's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's not polar. It's balanced. It's integrated. It's non-fragmented. It's non-distorted, right? That wholeness centered in unconditional love. And with the wise woman's contribution, we feel confident and assured that our path is the right one for us. Guys, that's what people are looking for right now. They aren't looking for just another opinion or proof or disproof, claims or debunking. They're looking for stability within, and that can only come from within. And when you can when you can imbue peace and sovereignty and the ability to choose your response in any moment, that's the confidence that people are looking for when you can call them to look within. And this code's going to deliver that. We respond to life with a calm easefulness that transitions crisis and change, right? Crisis and change, that's what we're going through right now. Crisis and change. It's going to transmute that with grace and wisdom. Grace and wisdom into calmness and ease as we go through these collective transformations. So let's install the code. You just take your left palm and you put it up like this. You can't see mine, but there you go. And you put your right hand on your heart space. I'm going to put my hand down. Left palm up, right hand on your heart. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for the wise woman, feminine archetype, 140809 1022259. 140809 1022259. 140809 1022259. 140809 1022259. 140809 1022259. 1400809 1022259. 14809 1400809 1022259. 5, 9. Place both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so. So guys, the archetype that I just read to you, it's always available. We are connected to all things all at once. Every part of our cells are connected to all things all at once. We are in a fractal reality. So you already have the answers within. If it weren't for the mental processing and the layering of your identity, persona, memories, identifications, right? All of that stuff telling you what's this and that, right and wrong, good or bad. The code is going to facilitate everything that I just read about. And if you're watching this late, hey Mike, how are you? Go back and listen. The wise woman archetype is what we installed. And guys, through the portal of your heart, you're not conjuring the wise woman archetype. That is not what we're doing. There's a library of definition beyond our space-time. Some people call it the Akasha. But it's a realm outside of our space-time that has all the nuggets of everything that could ever be, or will be, or was. And does a left-handed person switch the hand? Hey, Renata, no. Left hand, universally, doesn't matter. Energy flows from the left to the right, regardless of who you are, if you are left-handed or right-handed. So left hand, palm up, right hand on your heart, okay? Likewise, if you're imbuing a code, this is why you see like Jesus and other saints with left hand, ascended masters, left hand with their right hand going forward, because they are projecting, whereas we're receiving. Good question. So it's already there. It's already part of you. It's sort of like a personality. You can be and do and have and think and act any way you want. No one's telling you how to be. From 0 to age 7 or 8, we decide what we want to identify with, right? And then we push away the things we don't, and certain glitches happen in our matrix. The point being is, we live in a world of unlimited potentiality, where we aren't just spiritually connected to all things, we are literally connected to all things. We are 99.999% empty space, and that empty space is not empty, it's energy and information. We have access to all energy and information through this webbing, and it's called the field. It's called the quantum field. And so when we install the assisting frequency, the wise woman, we are not conjuring, we are simply directing through our sovereign choice to do so, the raw components of what makes that thing as a description from the field, and activating it in our personal template, our toroidal Merkaba, our light body. So this can be circulated through all aspects, mind, body, and soul, okay? You're welcome, Linan. You're welcome, Betta. Yes, you're so welcome. So guys, your body's gonna do this automatically, and I hope that it brings you a sort of balming of internal wisdom and non-judgment in departing that wisdom, and pureness of giving of your wisdom, and a sort of mission edge to evoking people's inner wisdom, right? It's got to be an inner journey. You can only lead someone to water, you can't make them drink it, right? So anyone who can bring peace in these times of conflict is going to do so not through adding more facts or debunking this or proving that or sabotaging this or, whatever it is. We're going to do so by helping people to remember that we're already whole, that we got this, that our bodies are amazing healers, already calibrated to the highest divine intelligence, surpassing any vaccine, medication, anything. Our bodies, there's trillions of cells everything doing different things at any moment. If they forget their intelligence, bad news for you. The point is, you're already connected to infinite wisdom and divine intelligence. You're already whole, healed, and healthy. It's the distortions, primarily fear, frustration, overwhelm, insecurity, lack, all of that, that distort your ability to be whole. And so anyone in these times that's providing any real solution is providing a return to the memory of wholeness. And that's actually what the root word of healing is. If you look up the word healing, it's a return to the memory of wholeness. And so what we just did installing that code is going to bring about resonance remembrance. That's what I call it. It's trademarked because I love it so much. Resonance remembrance, a return to the memory of wholeness, as articulated through this wise woman archetype. Okay? So God bless you today and always on your path, and sit quietly and counsel freely without ego, and learn. Be confident. Surround yourself with calm and ease from the inside out, based on your response to the world, not based on reactions to what's happening. Center in, okay? We're gonna be okay. We're all gonna be okay. The world is ascending. There's a lot of burn-off happening. This is the dark night of the collective soul. And it's emerging into a new way of being that is sustainable. We're ushering in a new age, and it can be scary when we're focused on the fear and the structures that are falling. That can be frightening. Center in yourself. Share your wisdom. People need you now. And again, I will put the link to the Code Quests, or just go to thecodequests.com. Also, for those of you who are wondering, how can I take what I know, the experiences I've had, the wisdom I hold, and the ingenuity and curiosity that is bubbling up within me during this awakening with others that need it? To start, join my group. I'm helping heartpreneurs discover, develop, and deploy their especially pure magic. And I do so through a technique called the fractal information. And it's going to make uber sense to all of the confusion that is out there about how to start a business, what to do, what works, what doesn't work, what you need to do first, how you need to do it. It can get overwhelming, and what happens when you get overwhelmed? You freeze. And that's not productive. It doesn't go anywhere. So I've come into the knowing that you have all the information. You can zoom in and look at what it is, and then zoom out and deliver it as simplistically as possible. Now, I call this microdosing your magic. So you can put it into bite-sized pieces, little nuggets, little doses of information that people can actually receive and digest. This segment is not a good example because we went through a lot. I would splice this up normally into multiple doses. Hey Karen, how are you, sweetheart? So we were just wrapping up. If you want to install the Wise Woman Archetype as an assisting frequency, do go back to the beginning. I hope to see you all in my Microdose Your Magic /Bliss Biz group on Facebook. I'll put the link here. I will also put the link to the quests. And thanks again for tuning in. God bless you on your path. And thank you so, so much for everything you're doing during the dark night of the soul of the collective and the shadow integration that's happening worldwide as we ascend into the 4th and 5th dimensional energies of peace, love, harmony. Ushering in the golden age, guys. It's happening now. You each play an important and pivotal role. And I hope that this code helps you in centering in your own wisdom through your heart space, grounding in to the energies of Gaia, and becoming one with the messages in a proactive way rather than a reactionary fear-based way. Okay, love you all. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get that kiss. All right, bye guys, see ya.